Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this NAKOOS 27-inch desk lamp. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So the box says magnifying desk lamp. I think that was a typo. This is more considered like an architect desk light. So I'll get this open. So here we have a thank you card. We have a manual. So it has the specs here. You can pause and read through those. So there are two different versions of this. This is the version with the clamp. Here's the remote. It has the different functions on it. So you can adjust the brightness, you can adjust the color temperature. It has a sleep timer. So this has the remote control here. It also has controls on the cord. This talks about installing the clamp. So it has multiple mounting options. You can mount it to a surface, you can mount it to a side of a desk, or you can mount it to the back. So let's pull this out. So here's the clamp, here's the remote, and the power supply. So the power supply is 12 volts at 2 amps. So let's pull the lamp out. Get this out of here. So I need to get this clamp set up. I use the included hardware. So here we can mount this in multiple orientations. So I'm going to mount it like this. Okay, so now I'll open the clamp up. So it is padded on the clamp portion and on the top. So this opens up to around maybe 2 3/4 inches. So if your surface is 2 3/4, that may be kind of tight fitting on there, but anything even slightly shorter will fit fine. So I'm going to clamp that to the side of my bench here. Actually, I'll do this side. Okay, that's very sturdy. You can see the lamp has some O-rings there that will fit into here. So that makes for a very sturdy connection. Let me get the lamp plugged in. The lamp cord's around 5 foot, plus there's a little bit hanging off the lamp. So I'll connect up the barrel jacks to power it. There we go. So I'll unfold this a little bit and you'll see this lamp is upside down. So I'll just loosen this and I can flip it over. But I can already see right now it's going to be kind of hard to show on camera. So I'm going to move this clamp down a little bit so we can get more of it in frame. Now I am clamping it to the front of my bench. Typically you would clamp it to the back of a desk or something. I'm just doing this for ease of this video. So now I can pull the lamp out here, and here you can see you can bend it in different orientations. I'll tighten this up. So to control it, we have the controls on the wire. It also comes with the remote. We'll pull this plastic out to turn it on, and we'll hit power, and now the light's on. So let me rotate this just a little bit. So you can see this is lit and this is not. So that is not burned out, that's just a feature of the lamp. So if we look at the control, this bottom one here allows us to turn on different lights. So we can have both on, we can have one or the other. So you might wonder, why would you need that? Well, if you had this up really high and you had this bent at a 90-degree angle, you may want this just casting light down on you, and you may not want any light coming in from the side. But it makes it very versatile for any orientation because this is a very long light. So I can extend this out very far here. So it's extending this far, and then the light's over here. So I can pull it like this, and I can put it right down on my work, or I could put it way up in the air. So this is a pretty good sized bench. I could mount this all the way on the corner on the bench, and then I could use it in the middle area here. So let's take a look at some of these modes. And for this, I'm going to turn this light off, and I'll turn off the overhead light so we can see this in the dark. So I'm going to lift this up a little bit, straighten it out, and we have one light on. Let's do both. So that's the other, and this is both. So I'll hit the mode so we can change the color temperature. So here we have a pretty white light. This is a little bit warmer, warmer yet. This is cool, and this is cooler. So I tend to like the whiter light better. So we can also dim this. So this is the lowest level. Now if we want it even lower, we can just have one of the lights on. So if you want a little bit of background light, that's one way you can do it. And then let's turn this to full brightness. And now that's very bright. This would be great light for detail work. Let me lift this light up. So this is at about just under 30 inches. And you can see it's lighting up the whole center portion of my bench here. It's a little dark on the sides, but there is some light. So if I had a tool off to the side, I can easily see that and grab it. Of course, this can go up even higher. So now we're just above 42 inches, and both lights are on, but I can change it so only the top light is on. So that's giving me light from well above. And there is still light here, but if I'm doing detail work, I would have the light closer to the work. Now if I were to measure the length of this light here, it's around 26 3/4 inches. And here's a view from a little further back. So that's the NAKOOS 27-inch desk light. I really like the reach of this. You can mount this on the back of your desk or bench, and it's really out of the way, and then you can just pull it in when you need it. It has lots of adjustability on it. You can adjust the height here, and you can adjust the angles of both of these lights here. So it just makes it super versatile. So this would be good on an artist desk, a study desk. You could clip this to an end table or something and use it as a reading light. There's tons of uses for a light like this. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.